All right, if you have Jesus, you can practice whatever religion you want. And let's get into this falling away of America and falling away of the so-called Christian church. All right? So, Jesus was never a Christian, first off. Jesus spoke against the Bible in your Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John because the Old Testament existed in the temples at least 200 or 300 years before Jesus even walked the earth. Okay? So, knowing this, and knowing the Christians mimic the cult of Mithra, and they do the water baptism, they worship the begotten Son, and this is where the people are being taken back into the garden under the Lord God, because God rested, and they're created from the dust of the ground into that Adam, and as that happens, their Eve is given to them, which has access to the knowledge of life and the tree of good and evil and these things, and and the story unfolds. So let's break these things down because it tells you male and female was made after he, them. It tells you Adam was male and female. And we see this gay king, James, and this culture that does reverse psychology in order to create this types of things. And the people don't. It's like the TV, it came out, well, let's warn you about these homosexuals. Okay, so as they warn you about the homosexuals or the kidnappers or whatever, right? It's giving these people ideas of, oh, well, I never thought about banging a dude in the butt. Or I never thought about kidnapping a child or whatever kind of thing is going on, all right? Or I never thought about chopping up a person and fucking eating them and whatever. So that's where these people and the balance and all these things are out of line. And that's where, since they're out of line, they're going to be hook, line, and sinker. And since you're hook, lined, and sinker, you're either going to get it in the gill or get it in the brain, swallow it in the stomach, get it, rip your lip where you can't fucking eat it all. All those types of things is going to be happening in a way. So as Moses was a slave, he went up to the mountain, talked to the burning bush. That's going to be setting up as your tipusa and the tenderized meat and greet is all coming, and your bisexuals. That's part of the 6 and 3 scores and 6. So, a little trifecta. The 5 books, going up into the mountain and getting the law, bringing down the 10 commandments. And then you see the 10 commandments, those turn into how many? 600 plus laws. And then they go into bondage and these types of things. So we're told these things in the Old Testament. Second coming of Jesus came, the Lord God, all these things, a new structure. Paul, the Pharisee, sees the Jesus, that's Moses, seeing God on the mountain and those things. And then he brings down the law of God, the new law, to the people. And that's why he said, don't worship the letters and whatever else. And you got the whole church built on the letters. And Jesus said, woe to you, scribes. Woe to you, teachers of the law. So, woe to you, Pharisees. And that's you, pastors. Okay? So y'all, second coming of Jesus, just like we read in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, he goes into the temples. That's not the Jewish temple. So they created this Israel puppet, this Jew puppet, or whatever, for the Bible, to create that image, given life. Oh, well, that's good, that's bad, it's Jesus. We're the real Jew. No, we're the real Jew. No, Allah is the real God. No, Jesus is the real God. And they're all right, because Jesus gives you the freedom to practice religion however you want. So, and then that's where you have all these religions being weaponized, boom, 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 and while you have a new religion being created as far as the hybrid alien humans or whatever the fuck is going on now. As you've had this, that, and the other. You've had people grabbed in the sleep, probably butt banged by the alien or whatever the hell's going on, and then, or they just touch you with a light, or you get in a car wreck, car fills with light, you're then merged with the alien, and as they crash land into the fucking earth, you crash land in the fucking pole, and it all merges together, and you come out alive when you should have been dead, and all this other shit. So, yeah. So Paul, you're basically living in those first 5 books right now. Okay? And as the Jesus and the Noah and all those things play out, you go into, that book is written in kind of like a golden ratio. And from Genesis to Revelation is one story, from heaven and earth to the new heaven and earth. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, forward, backward. And as you get there, you get the we are living the rest of the New Testament, according to your New Testament. So we are going to be writing the rest of the New Testament for the next age and all those types of things. We've seen this one time. Image given life, history given life, his story given life. His story, the Jesus, the truth, the program within earth. Either way, folks, hopefully this just help you. The church is completely designed wrong. All right? So all these things are all in a mix-match pattern, and it's all gotta be reorganized as a mother comes home or the father comes home and all those other things as far as your worldly projections, and all happens in overlays depending on the marriage or the divorce and whatever else is going on. So either way, you'll have a great day out there.